Hi, this is Chaotic Yapping. How are y'all doing? Um, so I figured out my screen recording can do both mic and system, which is very nice. Very nice. Honor, you're a very nice phone. Please sponsor me. So I thought this would be good, like, little background thing to have in place while I'm yapping. You know, I like Stardew a lot, as seen by profile picture, as seen by my little banner thing, as seen by my little Kirby watermark. My little void pen watermark. I went with the beach farm because I thought that just would be the best one for just sort of background stuff and all. I'm not gonna put a lot of effort into the actual like gameplay and all. If you want me to do like a full effort thing, then obviously I will do it. I'll do that as like a whole separate thing, but just for like as like a little background thing, I'm just gonna do what I feel like. Just gonna have fun with it and a lot. I think this will be the first time I actually would have like a for funsies one, because like the only other times I've done this is I'm serious. I am a serious person. Like as a serious playthrough I've done it, but I don't believe I've ever done it as like a for funsies thing. I don't think I've ever done like a playthrough for the sake of a playthrough, if that makes any sense. If you've like actually done Stardew, then you know what I mean. I've achieved perfection on my own once, and so that playthrough was literally just capitalism simulator. It wasn't like proper. It wasn't like proper. Oh, let's do this, let's do that, tra la la. It was capitalism simulator. I had a wall to wall of cakes, preserve jars, casts. I took it very seriously. So I thought might as well just do it for funsies, and that's why I went with the beach. Because I thought the beach would be like a for funsies thing. Seeing that I'm not going to take like farming seriously. If I took farming seriously, I might have gone for like standard or one of the other ones. But I thought this one would be like a nice chill-esque one. For like me just sort of messing about. Let me actually forge it. Oh. So I thought this would be like a good one for that. Yeah, let me do that. So I'm just gonna do cleanup while I'm doing this. This is sort of my lore drop kind of thing. Both an introduction and a lore drop. Because I'm going to be obviously speaking in like the future and all about like things, my experiences. I'm gonna do like a series of like literally just me talking about my experiences with different things. I mentioned moving, and that's why it's gonna be my next video, and I thought it'd be easier to do like its own like little like the what's the word? Backstory thing. Be its own little like thing. And all it's to give like my background so that things make a little bit, I hope, a little bit more sense. I don't have to like spend like 10 minutes just being like, okay, so this and that in like another video, if that makes sense. Like obviously I'll do like little bits of being like, okay, so just as like a quick summary of this and that. I'll say like this is I'm the youngest of two. I have an older sister. So I'll obviously give like the basics, but like I thought it would be good to like do like a little like background thing of like, okay, so I have two parents, they're both still alive. I feel like I have the need to preface that because the new place we moved to barely saw my dad, and for like the good, like they've seen my dad once because he broke his leg twice, two different spots. So I'll get into that properly in a different. Oh, hi child. I'll get into that properly in a different video. Maybe talking about the shenanigans that of my family. But this is just me sort of giving like little backstories of things. So child of two, second child out of two. I have an older sister, 2 years old. 2 years old. I keep thinking of the word two. 4 years older than me. I am 26. Oh, well, 25 going on 26. She is 20, if I'm 25, she's currently 29, she's gonna be 30 soon. She has yet to have, like, an existential crisis about it. Because apparently that's, like, a thing? I didn't know that was, like, a thing. Do people just have existential crises when they get older? But yeah, so I live with her. And all that's another preference for when I'm talking about like the moving story. And all that is I live with her. Our parents are like let's say it's like a 3-hour drive away from us. And all that this is the new place we moved to. We've only been here, I guess this would be the 3rd year, but we haven't been here like oh no, we've probably been here 2 years. We've probably been here 2 years. It's February right now. We've probably been here 2 years. We moved here in 2024. February of 2024. So it's like a nice little place. But yeah, so I thought, let me give background. The place that we live at, she has a job. She's a priest. She is what I call a corporate priest or government priest. Because that's the easiest way to explain it to my friends. So I explain it to my friends. She is a government priest. The Anglican diocese, she is an Anglican priest, is like her government. And all that is the government, if that makes sense. I'm hoping this makes sense. If this doesn't make sense, I'll do like I'll ask her maybe if she could do like a explaining Anglicanism thing, because I still remember, because I grew up Anglican and all, but I remember grade 9, we read Cry the Beloved Country. I believe that's what it is. Alan Payton. The only reason why I remember that is because one of my friends used to live on Alan Payton Road. But we read that, and I believe the priest in that, the character in that, Anglican. And I still remember one of my classmates, I love you dearly, I know we've spoken recently, said Angelican. And I still haven't gotten over that to this day. I say it to myself occasionally. I think it's the silliest little thing, but I find it so funny. I'm glad. I hope she knows she entertains me if she ever stumbles upon this. Whether or not people realize, I feel like people might realize it's me. I'm not like staying like this because I don't want that drama. I've never like put myself out there properly on the internet, but I don't want the trauma of like people like just digging through my life to like look for a face reveal thing. That's not my style. But yeah, so she is what I call a government priest. She's paid by the diocese. She's not paid by the church. And so when I'm talking about like the church and the diocese, the church is where we live right now. The church is like the actual church that she is instituted at, that she is placed at. That is the church when I talk about the church. And then when I'm talking about the diocese, that's like the government. That's the people that own. So the people who like go to the church, the parish council, they don't own the church. The diocese owns the church and all. So it's like so this is basically like diocese government housing. Yeah, so she got placed here by the bishop, the archbishop. I believe that's it, the archbishop. The terms kind of confuse me sometimes. So I'll double check with her before when I talk about like church related stuff. I'll double check with her what words are, because terms get a little confusing. Yeah, as I've spoken, this is not going to be like a serious Stardew playthrough, so please, I know enough, I've watched enough Stardew playthroughs, I know enough about Stardew, and also don't worry about, like, if you want, like, a serious playthrough, I could do a serious playthrough, I can get y'all, but I can't do a serious playthrough and talk at the same time. The ADHD is ADHD, and I can't do serious playthrough and then talk at the same time, so this is just going to be me playing around. and doing what I feel like in the moment. But yeah, so this is just like a test round thing. This is like a little test thing, both a test thing and like a here's lore thing. So yeah, ask questions if you want to ask questions. You know what? I don't mind. Obviously, if there's questions that I don't want to answer, I'll just straight up be like, yeah, I'm not comfy with that. Because I don't do the parasocial thing. Please don't get parasocial. That's scary. That's scary. But yeah, this is sort of me being having fun. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about my moving story in the next video. That'll probably be when I hit like day 2 of this. So you don't have to like watch these in order. As I said, I'm not taking the Stardew playthrough seriously, so you don't have to like watch these in any order. If you care enough about what I'm up to, and all, then yeah, watch these in order, and I'll watch this one, watch the next one, and all. If you care about whatever I'm up to in Stardew, I think for day 2 maybe I'll just run around. But yeah, as I talked about, South African, and all. If I start using terms like yo and soma, it's just ingrained into me at this point. Same for like I still remember saying in Daba, in my my drama class, and they've been like, "Who taught you that?" And I'm just like, "I can know words, guys. I can know words." But yeah, English speaking household. My parents both speak Afrikaans to like varying degrees. My dad speaks isiZulu to a varying degree as well. Well, I forgot I could move this. My mom also to varying degrees. It's basically whatever she picked up. What's the name of it? But she and my dad can speak like Afrikaans like properly, but they are not Afrikaans. They are English. My dad doesn't like speaking Afrikaans that much. I think it's because he got like it's one of those things where in South Africa you're kind of like for a while they grew up in apartheid. So you were kind of like forced into speaking the language. And I know my grandfather and on my mom's dad, my pa, is what we like called him to just make life easier. He refused to speak Afrikaans. He spoke isiXhosa, isiZulu because he worked like construction. I believe he was a building inspector, construction inspector. So he was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna speak the language of people who I'm working with. Leave me alone. But yeah, my dad's sort of in the way of like, I'll speak about those incidents of people trying to speak Afrikaans, but when it came to Afrikaans homework, he will do it just because it would benefit my education. That is it. He'd be like, okay, sure, I will do this, but only because you are asking me, my child, not because I have to do this. Whatchamacallit, so yeah, it's like that kind of, what's the name, because I love you, I'll do it. I'll speak this language. I'll tell you this is, you are using the wrong word, because I'm horrible at it, guys. I'm horrible. I don't know how close I can zoom in. Why is my back to the thing? I am horrible at it, my guys. Do not expect any Afrikaans. Ik praat nie Afrikaans nie. Ik praat, ik lees, ik schrijf. I know literally all the words I can use to say I don't speak it. Yeah, let me just sort of chill here. Well, we can have a nice little conversation. But yeah, so as I said, this is just gonna be a little introductional lore. So, youngest of 2, I live with my sister. We live like 3 hours away from my parents. I have dogs. So you might hear a bark or 2 at some point. They're currently very good. They're currently in the room while I'm filming. We have 4 dogs here, and then my parents have 5 dogs. Again, I will get into a lore of that. The amount of dogs we have. I'll get into like the pet lore. Because we also got cats. Because I picked out the cat distribution system worked. I'll talk about the cat story. Maybe I should. I'm trying to figure out. Would you like it in 2 different videos? The pet store, or do you want me to just put pets underneath and just make it a long video? Because I think I could get long talking about like all the pets related experiences and watching like. I'm traumatized by I literally have like trauma from my dog giving birth and my mom being like, no, she'll only do it when we get home. On my foot. One of the puppies literally got born on my foot. I will get to it. That was a hard day for me, my guys. But yeah, so I'm hoping you all like the format. For the ones that are more like in depth, where you have to like, where I gotta talk about like people or like incidents and all like a timeline. Maybe I'll do like a little do a little timeline thing. But for stuff like this, where it's just me yapping about things I've been through, and it's not like scary or like traumatizing or like big things and all of that involve a lot of people, then I'll just do this. Like the moving story I'll do, that'll be the next video. But yeah, I'm hoping y'all enjoy this. I'm hoping y'all have fun. If you stumble upon this, congratulations, you have reached an unskippable cutscene. Enjoy. I've held you hostage now. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. See you next time, guys. Bye.